Black Lives Matter. We've been wondering on this channel for some time what they stand for and really what they want to accomplish, because this is a movement that has gotten a lot of steam, and I have been critical of it for some period of time because I really have not been able to wrap my head around what they want. When I first became acquainted with this movement, I was kind of excited because I am a criminal defense attorney and I like the idea that we have justice reform taking place in this country, that we have people rowing in the same direction. We're going to actually talk about some meaningful solutions, things like ending qualified immunity, or things like mandatory body cameras, or how about, a national registry of all Brady violations, or something like that, right? Just ideas. Not saying I endorse any of that. Don't particularly agree with a national registry on anything, but you get my point. We're talking about concrete examples. Should we have, more training or more standards or whatever? Actual solutions. Because there are a lot of them, and I've gone through probably 50 of them over the course of this channel and this program. But I had a difficult time understanding, what does BLM want? What's going to make them satisfied? Because I'm open to a conversation about that, and I mean that genuinely, because I am on the side of justice reform. But I really couldn't get any idea. Fortunately for me, though, Black Lives Matter released a list of their demands. So we know what they want. It's clear. There are 7 of them, and they put them on their website. If you want to go look it up, you can check it out. Go to blacklivesmatter.com/BLM-demands. The link is in our slide below. If you want to take a look, you can see it. Let's go through them so that we can wrap our heads around how we can solve all of these problems in America. Because Black lives do matter, right? We say that all the time, but is this what we're talking about? Are we talking about the value of human life, or are we talking about a political movement that is sort of steeped in one particular ideology? Because it's looking like the latter. Let's get into it. These are the list of 7 demands from BLM.com. It's at blacklivesmatter.com. So number 1. Well, and we want to frame out what was Black Lives Matter really? Where did it sort of come into the national limelight as a result of what? The George Floyd death. Okay, we saw that. The whole country was unified. Police reform. We don't like the idea that there's this concept that there are white officers who are racist, who are killing black men. The concept behind Black Lives Matter was to say Black Lives Matter, right? That there's this dynamic that exists in law enforcement that needs to be addressed, whether you agree with that or not, whether you agree that that is the solution. That was the original framing of this whole thing. Justice reform, this interaction between law enforcement and certain demographics in this country. So you would expect that their solutions, their demands would address that problem, wouldn't you? I mean, that's what I was hoping for. But let's see what we've got. Number 1, the first thing that they want to do, that they demand happens: convict and ban Trump. Okay. Convict and ban Trump from future political office. Okay. So what does that have to do with BLM? I don't know, but let's find out. We are joining Reps Omar, Presley, Cori Bush, Jamal Bowman, and others who are demanding Trump be immediately convicted in the United States Senate. He also must be banned from holding elected office in the future. Call your congresspeople and tell them. Number 1, ban Trump from everything. Okay, well, you guys tried that twice. Didn't work either time. He can run for office again. Not going to get impeached again. So that's not going to happen. So, okay. Good. We're off to a good start, though. We have number 2, expel Republican members of Congress. Okay, so this is great. So remove Trump. So that doesn't really talk about justice reform at all, or anything about black lives. It's just Donald Trump. Then we also have expel Republican members of Congress who attempted to overturn the election. What? Oh, and incited a white supremacist attack. Oh, so now it's coming together. More than half the Republican representatives and multiple senators stoked Trump's conspiracy theories and encouraged the white supremacists to take action and overturn the election. We are supporting Cori Bush's resolution to expel them from Congress for their dangerous and traitorous actions. We also support steps to bar them from seeking another office. Okay. Well, I guess it's the white supremacists now. So rather than justice reform, now it's an anti-white supremacist movement. Because the cops are white supremacists and the cops are part of the American system, and the American system was created by white supremacists, and we reverse engineer all of that. Donald Trump was at the top of America, so he is sort of the leader of the white supremacist movement, so we got to get rid of him. Yeah, okay, so there you go. So that's how it makes sense. They want a full investigation of the ties between white supremacy and the Capitol Police and law enforcement and the military. So again, all January 6th stuff. They want to permanently ban Donald Trump from all digital media platforms. Okay, does that have anything to do with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Rayshard Brooks, Jacob Blake, any of those? Throwing Trump off Twitter? I don't know, maybe. They will also want to defund the police. Oh, the police that met our BLM protesters this summer with assault rifles, tear gas, and military-grade protective gear were the same police that on Wednesday met white supremacists with patience and the benefit of the doubt, going so far as to pose for selfies with rioters. The contrast was jarring, but not for black people. We've always known the police truly protect and serve. DC has the most police per capita in the country. More funding is not the solution. So officially, defund the police. And I wonder if Kamala Harris or Joe Biden, do they support that? Do they support defund the police? Because I know they support BLM. Now that BLM says we want to defund the police, the pertinent question that any competent person in our American media would ask the president or the vice president, do you still support BLM given the fact that they have actively saying that they demand the defunding of the police? Yes or no? Pick a side on it. Next up, we have this that says, don't let the coup be used as an excuse to crack down on our movement. In response to the coup, politicians have already introduced Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act of 2021. We've seen this playbook before. The laws are used to target black women and black and brown communities for heightened surveillance. Republicans are already trying busy. Okay, whatever. And then they want to pass the Breathe Act. Police were born out of slave patrols, they say. We cannot reform an institution built on white supremacy. We need a new radical approach to public safety and community investment. President Biden has already drawn on the Breathe Act in his executive actions, calling for racial equity screens in federal programs, investing in environmental justice at historic levels, and engaging with system-impacted communities. The Breathe Act paints a vision of a world where a Black Lives Matter through investments, housing, education, health, and environmental justice. So there you go. You got the 7 things they want to do. They want to end white supremacy and support BLM's demands. They've got 7 demands. You know what they are. One of them is about defunding the police. Now, governors, some of them are not having it. Ron Desantis over from Florida says that some want to defund the police, but in Florida, we're funding them and then some by providing all of our heroes $1,000 bonuses. This represents more than 174,000 first responders across the state. So Governor Desantis posted this, and you can see this. He is funding the police, so he is just rubbing salt in the wound for all of the Democrats, and he's doing a great job, as you can see. He got the, defund the police. We're going to mark that out. It says fund the police. Here he is with the police, handing them a check. Just being a thorn. Daily Caller says he announces his $1,000 bonuses to law enforcement. Says some want to defund the police. We're funding the police.
Legislature in this legislative session, we need to do bonuses for law enforcement. Some want to defund. Some want to defund the police. We're funding the police and then some.
All right. So there is Ron. We've got one quick question before we get out of here. Comes over from Sharon Quidney, says that BLM has nothing to do with and no interest in justice reform. What they want is a Marxist revolution like they had in Russia. I agree with that. You know what else they want? New houses, many of them, nice big ones, in areas that, might not be of their demographic that we know of. So great questions. Again, those came over from watchingthewatchers.locals.com. And I want to thank all of you who are there and supporting us. I want to start by welcoming some new people to the program. We have big welcomes to Lanky_operator. Welcome to you. Welcome to Alexi in the house. We also have Liz0524 who signed up. Very much appreciate all of you. Welcome to the community. We're grateful that you're here and supporting the show. Also want to say thanks to all of you who asked great questions and left some great comments today. You see who you are up there on the screen. And a big thanks to all of our other Watching the Watchers Watchers community supporters. And so we're going to call out some of them now. If you want to join us, it's over at watchingthewatchers.locals.com. Great platform. We got Girly099 in the house. We have Estimated Lot. We have Rags, who signed up. We got Ayako Bachi. Welcome to you. We got Tweak in the house. We got Lisa Lemon. Welcome to, and hello to Sandy Paws. Hello to Serenity 8. We have LT13. I said hello to you. Road Trek Girl is also in the room. We've got Officer Warrior. We have Toots Magoots, Dr. EMB. We got Carl. We got AC Whack. We have Al Huber, Larry Light. We got Ice Wolf, No Doubt, Drag, John M16, Lou Walker, Chairman of Board, Defusco, and Paula MK, and others. All of you, thank you so much for your support at watchingthewatchers.locals.com. If you're not already over there, you can get a lot of good stuff, and there's more stuff coming. I am finishing up my second recording area, and I'm very excited about that. So I'm looking forward to doing some fun stuff, some stuff that's maybe a little bit more fun, right, than what we talk about on the show. Although I have a ton of fun here with you. I hope you do too. But you know what I'm saying. A little bit more non-YouTube stuff that we can get into over at Local. So I'm excited about that. I've got some ideas percolating around up there, and I look forward to sharing them with you very soon. If you want to be a part of that, it's at watchingthewatchers.locals.com. You can also, when you go over there, get a copy of my book. It's called Beginning to Winning. You can download it for free. There's a PDF version available. Slides are also available over there, so download those as well. We've got a copy of my impeachment party document. If you want to impeach anybody in this country, I've done the heavy lifting for you folks. You can just download the template, fill in these little yellow boxes, and you can impeach the hell out of whoever you want. It's a lot of fun. I tried it for a couple people. If you look back on the channel, I think we got Schumer and Harris both have impeachment documents, so those are fun. We also have a copy of my existence system personal productivity tool is available for download at Locals. You can share links and have conversation throughout the day, including being a part of the live chat that we just took questions from. And you can also meet and converse with great people, which is really what it's all about. It's about building that community where we can have some fun going through the news. We can learn a little bit more about what's going on. We can meet each other, support one another in our projects, and we'll see where it goes from there. So, my friends, I want to thank you so much for your support and for being here today. Before we get out of here, one final reminder that I am a criminal defense attorney here in Scottsdale, Arizona. My team and I, we love to help good people who've been charged with crimes find safety, clarity, and hope in their cases, and beyond that, in their lives. So if you happen to know anybody who's been charged with a crime in the state of Arizona, we would be honored and humbled if you sent them our direction so that we could lend a hand. We can help people with any type of criminal charge. Low-level misdemeanors, high-level misdemeanors, felony offenses, drug offenses, domestic violence, DUIs, anything and everything in between. Even traffic cases, we help people get points off their license, restore their driver's license so that they can get to work and pick up their kids and all of that stuff. So if you need help with any of that, we offer free case evaluations. We would love a referral from you. We'll make sure that anybody who connects with us or comes in our office leaves better than we found them. And we are very humbled that you would even consider us in providing the opportunity to help, because it keeps us going. I mean, we have a whole team of people here that are energized about justice, as am I. So we would appreciate it. And that is it from me, my friends. We're going to be back here same time, same place tomorrow. It's at 4 p.m. Arizona time, which is Pacific. 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central in Texas, and 7 p.m. on the East Coast for that one Florida man. Everybody have a tremendous night sleep. Eat well. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.